What it do, all of you? Christopher here. Let's talk some Panda Dragon Coin. So I wanted to follow up on the last video that I made because I realized I wasn't as clear as I should have been what I'm going to do with the Panda Dragon coins that I personally own. Because obviously, as the creator of this project, as the creator of the broader project hopezy.life, what I do with my tokens matters. Everyone involved, everyone who holds tokens is going to see what I do and be influenced in some part by that, obviously, as they would with any developer of any project. So I want to be fully transparent with my thoughts and fully transparent with what I intend to do. Now, I'm pulling up this little chart because, again, there's kind of the different milestones that we're going to hit. As I stated in the last video, and I realize my mouse isn't showing up here, but I'm not doing anything with my tokens until we get to radium. Now, once we get to radium, there's costs that are going to be involved in keeping this thing pushing up to that massive market cap that we're shooting for. 7, 8, dare I say 9, 10 figure market cap. If we're really, if we're going to go to Pluto, that's what we're talking about, right? Now, the way to do it, unfortunately, you can bootstrap a project, you can really bare bones something and get it off the ground, right? We're doing a lot of that. But ultimately, to push it to those really high levels, you have to put money into the project. So because this project doesn't have any fees, right? There's no transaction fees. It's not generating revenue. That means that I need to take some of the tokens that I have and I need to sell them in order to accumulate revenue to pay for the marketing and things like this. Because obviously I still have my own ordinary living expenses and the various things that, I need to survive, right? So what the plan is once radium comes, is taking out enough for the necessary marketing expenditures, as well as 1 month for me to survive. Now, the reasoning for this is because I already have another project that we can use, like that rides the coattails of the Panda Dragon coin, and I'm keeping it close to the vest because the way that the meme coin space works is it's all derivative, right? And so, like the Panda Dragon, it's highly, highly unlikely that anybody tries to steal the Panda Dragon because without me and my story in this entire project, it doesn't make any sense to anyone. Right? It's not like a popular meme. It's not Pepe the Frog. So the next project that I have kind of in the barrel is once we get attention with the Panda Dragon coin, derivatives are going to start happening of the Panda Dragon. And if I spell out the next project too soon, it'll get beaten to the punch. So it's kind of like chess, right? We want to be thinking several steps ahead. And my thinking is, if I just set myself up with just a little bit of time, holding the vast majority of my tokens, but again, selling what I need for 1 month survival and 1 month's expenses, operating costs, etc. for the project. And then the marketing costs associated with it. And I hold the rest of my tokens. So the vast, vast majority, 99% or whatever it ends up being, I hold on to until the wheels fall off, right? And that is going to allow this thing to start pushing to the next level. So I'm rambling and losing my train of thought. It's a little bit late at night for me here. So let me pop over to the roadmap and kind of go over that. So I added just a little playlist on the website for the videos directly related to this project. I just thought that was kind of a nice touch. I haven't seen that on anybody else's project website, like the developer talking about their thoughts and everything. So just another little added bit of credibility. And so here's our roadmap. And let me just double check to make sure my picture's not in the way there. Okay, cool. So basically just a simple 4-step, and this is obviously high level, top-down overview. We're flexible, we're adaptable, we're going to change, and there's more steps beyond this. But this is going to take us to a pretty high level. So first phase, this is where we're at right now. Obviously, the website has been created. Twitter has been launched. Telegram has been launched. We're waiting on launching the token. So we're just kind of, we're coordinating as a community here. We've got, anytime you're trying to coordinate a community, obviously it's not as simple as me coordinating what I'm going to do. So we're just getting everything set up, and then we're going to launch the token, move on to phase 2. From there, we're going to list the Panda Dragon Coin. The goal then is to get the Panda Dragon Coin onto Radium, like we've talked about, so we complete the bonding curve on pump.fun. Then we're going to arrange key opinion leader marketing. So this is, key opinion leaders, this is a little bit beyond influencers. These are really the people that kind of shape the narrative in particular spaces. So we're going to work with them, which is going to cost some money, but they're going to talk about our project, which is going to bring more attention, which is going to drive up the value of the project. Okay, it's leverage, right? We got to spend a little to make more. We're then going to have to update our DEX screener page, and that's going to cost $300. It's a flat rate. That's just what it costs. It's $300. But what that's going to do is it adds, again, more credibility, because on DEX screener, it'll show a little banner for us. It'll have our website, it'll have our Twitter, it'll have our Telegram, and everyone knows that it costs $300, which is, it's just a sign that the developer is committed to the project. So, like one of the things you'll notice if you start diving into crypto trading, day trading, meme coin trading, etc., is that a lot of the scams are really obvious because they didn't put any investment of time or money into the project. And it's like, well, if you didn't put anything into the project, why would I put anything into the project? And unfortunately, people get scammed because of one reason or another. It looks attractive to them. So a lot of everything that I've been doing is to show my personal investment into this project. It's not entirely financial investment, although there has been financial investment, but it's a lot of time investment, a massive, massive time commitment. What I'm trying to make abundantly clear to anyone interested in this project or anyone who stumbles upon it is nobody in their right mind would do all of this and be this public facing, like using my full name, Christopher Hansen, right? If they were trying to do anything other than what they say they're trying to do. So the DEX updates, that's all part of the credibility. So we're going to be doing that. And then first callers, this is like alpha callers. Basically, these are guys and gals that run around scouting projects, and then they bring them back to different investment communities, and they say, hey, I found this project. Here's some of the details about it. Here's what we know about the development team, blah, 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 blah. And that, again, is more attention, more eyeballs, driving the value of the project up. Now, phase 3, we're shooting roughly for about 1,000 members in the Telegram group, 500 members, followers on Twitter. Obviously, those numbers are rough. It's just kind of it's more towards that social credibility. When people look at the project and they see that we have a little bit of a community base, a little bit of a social media following, that gives them a little more confidence that, hey, this is a project we want to check out, project we want to invest in. Then we're looking at fast track applications for CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. If you've watched some of my videos, you've seen me use CoinGecko a bunch of times. They hold a lot of big, prominent tokens. This is a good website to be listed on. It costs money, right? It's not free to do, but once you get on here, again, it's more credibility, more people looking at it and they say, wow, they're on CoinGecko. That's good. CoinMarketCap, same type of thing. It's a prominent, it's a prestige type of thing to be here. And again, it's all about building the credibility of the project, because without any kind of credibility, it's just us talking about something. And again, as I've said, what I've added to the website here, just to be ethical, is the disclaimer. We're talking about a Panda Dragon Coin. So it's a very abstract thing that we've reduced into this mimetic creation, right? This little character up here represents this whole idea that we've been talking about, right? This meta AI blockchain platform that repurposes content across multiple platforms seamlessly and tailored custom to the user if they want, or through one of a preset machine learning algorithm designed templates, right? Or in addition, rather, we're talking about the community that's all about charity, being of service, and giving those that really need it a hand up. We're spreading hope and we're ending despair. That's what this little dude represents. Now that's it's not as straightforward as I'm opening a bookstore and I'm selling books. That's a very straightforward, direct, on the nose, easy to understand concept. And it makes sense to anybody without any difficulty in getting it. But this is, it's more abstract in this space. And that's what the fun is with it. And what we want to make sure that we're doing is that we're having fun with this, right? And so back to our roadmap here, we're getting this fast track application so we can be listed here. Again, more credibility, we're getting more eyeballs to the project, and we're shooting for that $1 million in trade volume, right? That's 7 figures in trade volume. Big number to hit. I know we can do it. It's just a matter of when we're going to kind of move through these phases. Now, phase 4, this is big time. If we get to phase 4, we've really knocked this thing out of the park with our very first crypto project. So phase 4, we're looking at widespread marketing, shill and raid teams. So we're actively paying people to go across social media and either raid various other projects with our community members and just hype our stuff up. We're looking to shill it to all sorts of different people. Again, more key opinion leaders. We want all of the big names with hundreds of thousands of followers that everybody tunes into their Twitter spaces and that everybody's paying attention to. We want them talking about our project because, again, more eyeballs, more attention means bigger value, and bigger value means the more good that we can do in this world, because it means that all of us that are involved at the ground floor, that are in this thing, so that we can do what we're individually called to do with our passion to do good in this world and spread hope, that we're able to, right? And a bunch of other people too, not just even those that get involved from day one. Lots of people are going to benefit from this project. And then again, of course, so we're going to be on CoinMarketCap. We're going to get that listing as well as CoinGecko listing. And then we're going to have a KEX listing, so a centralized exchange listing like Coinbase. And getting up on here, Coinbase is, so instead of Radium, which is a decentralized exchange, Coinbase is a centralized exchange. And again, there's a lot of cost to get on here. This is big wig to get up here. And this is, again, after we get to a $1 million market cap. Once we're at that point, we're doing really well and things are going good. And it's about just kind of continuing to steer this thing so we can keep moving things up. But I wanted to spell this out because my hands are as diamond as they can possibly be with this project. The only issue that I have is that I'm not in a personal financial position to not need income of some kind. Now, it's all going to depend on what we do as a team, how well I've kind of got the infrastructure set up, and how well I'm able to juggle all of the various things that I have. Like I said, I have a consulting position with a tech company because, again, I need income to survive. And so that is a level of commitment that I can't just, end on a whim. It's not as flexible as I would ultimately like it to be. So the question becomes, once we get to Radium, the question becomes, can I how much of my personal time do I need to be devoting to this thing to keep it moving in the right direction? And that's going to determine how much I need to cash out of the project. Ultimately, I want to cash out as little of it as humanly possible, and I will communicate the entire time my thoughts, what I'm doing, so that the community will know ahead of time, so that there's no surprises like, oh no, the developer is selling their tokens, that means the project's going to crash, blah, 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 and we get some sort of a widespread panic. Not going to happen. Again, everything I've done has made that clear. So, kind of rambling here. I probably need to hit the head, go to bed, and wake up red-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to have another beautiful day. So I appreciate you as always, and we will catch you on that flippity-flop. Peace.